Thank you for joining the Syndicate Network and your host, Skywalker the Jedi. Skywalker the Jedi.
Yo, what's going on, y'all? It is your boy Skywalker the Jedi tapping in with y'all again. Back at y'all with another one, man. Y'all could be anywhere else in the world right now, but you're here with me rocking out. And I appreciate that. Much love to all y'all out there that is taking part in the live discussion and that will also be partaking in the replay crew as well. We appreciate everybody that rocks out over here. Whenever y'all get the time to, we appreciate it. So much love to all y'all. And yeah, we getting back into our regular streaming schedule over on this side. It's been a crazy couple weeks, right? But hopefully we can get this settled in. And yeah, I wanted to bring y'all these Rebel Moon discussions today and tomorrow. So yeah, I can't wait. I'm super excited. Let me put this on. Sorry, your dicks. My phone over here going off. But yeah, this been a great couple weeks, and I'm very, very grateful to be here. Back with y'all, rocking out, and let's say what's up to everybody that's already in the building. You dig? We got the homie, the good Austin, man, saying back to Eastern People Time. Make sure everyone shows a love and leaves a like, super chat to support the channel and ask questions. For sure, like we definitely encourage you guys to ask questions, right? And however y'all want to support the platform is cool with me, even if it is, just smash the like button. You know what I'm saying? That's all we ask, right? We got W. Mir in the building. What's going on, W. Mir? Hope you had a great day, bro. Thanks for being here, rocking out. You dig? We got Mama Bear Art Doll, or just Mama Bear Doll, rather, excuse me, who was also on that great panel that I was able to do. Was that yesterday? Yeah. that came out phenomenal, and I'm so grateful that Mama Bear was able to be a part of that and really rocked out. So thank you for being here, and we always appreciate you, and we love having you on the platform. Absolutely. You got Sin Havoc in the building. What's going on, Sin Havoc? Saying good evening, morning, everyone. Yeah, much love, all y'all. You dig? Man, let's get through this opening rigmarole because I want to talk to Rebel Moon. I got a few different topics to bring y'all, and it's some stuff that I really want to touch on when it pertains to chapter 1 of Rebel Moon. You dig? We are on the road to 2K. Make sure that you guys are smashing that like button, you sharing the content out, hitting that notification bell as well, so that you know when I'm going live. You dig? It helps us with the algorithm, and we are trying to increase the bandwidth of this thing right here. Hashtag sell ZSJL and sell Snyderverse to Netflix. Speaking of that, we got a big stream coming too. Right after I do these Rebel Moon streams, we're gonna have a Zack Snyder hour. Is because we got some stuff to discuss. You dig? Man, it's been so much stuff happening, and it's all been taking place right when we be busy. We doing meetups and stuff, and rocking out, and all this news start dropping. It's crazy, man. But yeah, we got a lot of stuff to talk to y'all about when it, when I think it's gonna be on like Thursday probably. But pertaining to sale, it's about to get crazy. If you do want to rock out with the campaign, we ask that you guys follow these 3 rules of engagement, which are be positive. We ask that you guys don't mix the hashtags, and we ask that you guys don't tag or mention or quote tweet anybody over there at WBD, including but not limited to Jimmy Pistols. You know what I'm saying? VSJL to Netflix on YouTube and X/Twitter are platforms where all the pertinent information will be coming from, as well as myself and Leon of the New Geeks. When you guys give super chats, whoever donates the most will have their name scrolling across the bottom of a following stream, like the homie Mark does right now. You dig? And lastly, but certainly not least, make sure that you guys head on over to inktothepeople.com/salesdsjl. Make sure you cop a shirt over there that is supporting a great cause. It is the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. We don't see $1 of that money, not 1 cent. So head on over there and check that out, and make sure you grab one. You dig? Oh, and we just got Future Tron pouring in. What's going on, Future Tron? But yeah, let's get to this conversation, yo. Let's talk some spoilers real quick, because chapter 1, yo, like this movie, it sets such a different precedence, right, of like what to expect when it comes to this world. And I think that having these versions be so different, with Zach not only just talking about this and saying that, as these things go on, that these 2 versions of these films are going to get more and more divergent from one another. But to be able to like have this, and I titled this thing Unbridled Rage for a reason. I really feel as if there are multiple different avenues in which I'm feeling like this rage, either through the screen or like behind the camera almost, right? Speaking, I think that this film focuses on the, and you really get to feel that the rage of Aris, right? Because of what happens in the beginning of the movie. I feel like you are experiencing Noble's rage. I mean, obviously, right? You have Kora's rage, right? From what's happened to her, in her past and everything. You have Belisarius's rage, right? For reasons that I think that we can more or so get into when we're talking about chapter 2. But and also, lastly, but certainly not least, I feel like you're feeling Zack Snyder's rage in like a lot of ways, right? Um, this film is like a real fu to everybody that acts as if um you know his films aren't quality or like beloved for a reason, right? And we got the homie Necron in here, right? What's going on, Brody? Hold up. Matter of fact, let me do this. But it's like, bro, like he doubles down on everything that we love about his films. And like I just love that, yo. I love that this dude just looked at everybody that tried to act like, oh my God, um, there is no, you know, real passion for these movies, and he's not really that talented, and he doesn't tell stories well. He's just a visual film. Like, yeah, this movie got some of the craziest visuals. And what's wild too is that the direct and I think Josh Herrera was the first person that brought this up. But I really do think that the director's cuts do look better for some reason. Like they look better. And it really stands out in a few scenes. I think it stood out in the Kora history lesson scene. Um and it was quite a few different points where it really stood out to me that it just looked better. Man, crazy. All this carbonation is building up. You know what I'm saying? It's like I got a burp, but it's just not coming out. It's weird. W Mirror says, anybody got the new Titans, Heroes and Monster books? I do not. Let us know what you think though, if you do got it. For sure. Bad Dan's thought says, what up? Have fun at Universal today. Fly back to Chicago tomorrow. Shout out to the homie Bad Dan, man. Bad Dan pulled up, bro. Showed up, showed out, got on a bunch of the roller coasters, right? Once Leon said that he was done, that did give Bad Dan an out. But at the end of the day, man, Bad Dan was a trooper, yo. Showed up to day 2. That was super dope, man. Had a great time. We rocked out, man. It was very, very special. And I asked this man to get on the Jurassic World ride if he went to Universal, and he did. You know what I mean? So salute to Bad Dan. Much love, bro. Right, but yeah, no, it really um it really looks better. And I think that with that being the case, you can probably grant that to them being able to spend a little bit more time on it. But man, these movies are special. This one is special. What's funny is this seems to be the less liked one out of the two, but chapter 1 is amazing, and I'm gonna get into a few of the reasons why I think that is um, very shortly. W. Mir says that book is a great encyclopedia on Rebel Moon characters. Man, look, I'm gonna have to grab it, bro. Nah, man, look, I just been so busy, dude. Because it's like now that I'm back and like having to like re-lock in on everything here, I had been putting a lot of stuff to the side. And yeah, just having to kind of jump back into all that stuff. It's been wild, right? But yo, uh I I got to get fully delved back in. I'm so tongue twisted right now. What's going on? Bad dancer, and I got the yeah. See, he said type that last comment before you mentioned it. Thanks much. Love you too. Hey, for sure, bro. Appreciate you, man. It's gonna be all gravy. Necron says them roller coasters mess you up. I did them here drunk at Fiesta, Texas. How I didn't barf this. Hey, bro. Hey, you gonna find out too, bro. I don't know. You gonna find out too. Shout out to the homie Necron. What's going on, bro? Goo. But yeah, not only does this film do these versions look better, but it's just so much of a deeper dive. It's so much of a deeper dive, and I'm gonna get into some of that now. The introduction to Aris and Noble, yo. Like, this was so cold. First of all, the opening of the movie with you kind of having the perspective of like being locked to that ship, and it almost gave me the feeling of like being another cog in the machine, right? You almost feel like you're part of the Imperium, right? Like you're just a piece of equipment that's getting like, moved through this factory. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just crazy. So not only is that different, which just it sets a completely different tone than part one did, where you have the narration from Jimmy and you're listening and you're like, oh, it's Anthony Hopkins, right? It just feels a lot different, you know. It's just really wild, man. And when you get to the planet and you see Eris's dad defending the family in like this this last stand kind of moment against the Imperium, it just sets a completely different tone, as I was just stating. Like it's, you feel so much more dread. The Imperium, they felt dangerous in the PG-13 cuts, but they just, I mean, everything is ratcheted up so much in these versions, right? Be it the violence, the the stakes, like it just feels so much more immediate, right? Like it's like, yo, this shit is like a last stand. And what this opening also does is it just recontextualizes the rest of the film in a big way. And I didn't even really peep it until like later, right? That Eris was like, in a way, almost like another prince, right? So it makes you look at his character completely different than you would have after that first film. Like in that first film, yeah, you can see that he kind of has a heart or something to him, compared to everybody else that's in the Imperium. But actually seeing what happened that brought him there, I mean, it just recontextualizes everything, you know? Bad Dan said next meetup should be in Texas to make sure L Necron pulls up. Man, look, I'm gonna tell you what happened. And I said this on stream yesterday, the plan was to move the next one, but then bro, we was out here and we was talking about it, and most of the homies was like they just wanted to come back here next year, bro. And I was like, damn, you know, um, so we probably gonna have to do it out here again next year, but then it will for sure be moved after that. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know what happened. I don't care if I have to drive to Texas and walk Necron back, or I'll fly to Texas and walk him back. I don't care. He's gonna come. And he's talking about elder abuse. Nah, it ain't elder abuse. We're gonna have a great time, bro. Yeah, and Josh would have been out here. Josh would have been out here, but hey, I can't be mad at him, bro. Rebel Moon popped up. You know what I'm saying? He says, I feel so bad for Aris. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. Nah, it changes everything. And just seeing his dad fight with such ferocity and like, I mean, that really was like a man defending his family. That's what that looked like to me. You know what I'm saying? A man putting it all out there to defend his family against insurmountable odds. Right? He said, shout out to King Heron. Yep, for sure, for sure. Bad Dan says, it's so funny. I now realize Sky doesn't really stream late, and now that I'm in his time zone. Bro, that's what I'm saying. I don't be going late, bro. But what be happening is I'll have the stream set, and then like, that LA traffic, dude, it'd be crazy, man. Right? Look, and we appreciate you being here, Mama Bear. Right? W. Mir says, one of my favorite things in the beginning was to see the flashback of the Toa royal house being happy in the snow during vacation. Bro, speaking of that, I actually got that shot because I was going to talk about that. Yeah, bro. Like, that was amazing. And just seeing Aris like being happy, bro. Oh my God. Why ain't tell me that I had the two Arises, the two R's in Aris, bro? Aris. Right? As soon as I covered my face up, I noticed that. I was like, what the hell? But anyway, yeah, this whole thing, like, it just recontextualizes the whole movie. And you really feel for this guy. That, I mean, to be put in that position to where, you gotta murder your dad. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta kill your dad, right? Like, right in front of the rest of your family. Like, that's a crazy situation to be put in, right? That's a crazy situation to be put in. And it really shows, just almost just like Noble said, like he became a man right there, right? And then so you not only get a sense of Aris kind of in a way rising to the occasion and doing something that, you know, most people wouldn't be able to bring themselves to do to save your family. And then you also see just how much humanity that Noble lacks in this scene. Right? Because this dude just turns around and does what he said that he wasn't going to do anyway, right? And it's crazy, man. It's such a dope way to open the movie, and you just really get a whole nother sense of who the Imperium are, who Noble is, who Aris is, and what this world is like. Right? No. I wasn't distracting myself. It's not what that was. All right. Yeah, it said evil at its core. Yeah. This dude has no honor, no humanity, no compassion, and no love even. Right? Just like Kora said, she had the love beating out her. I mean, Noble is just risen higher through the ranks, right? So, and that's also what I kind of could respect about this character, right? Is that because when I'm or when I was in the army, uh when I'm talking to different ranks of people, you typically can sometimes see how much like colder that you have to become in certain aspects to get to certain ranks, right? So somebody rising to the rank of an admiral and being, you know, in charge of a huge ship like the Dreadnought, like I can totally relate to the coldness that could come with somebody that has to rise to that level of rank in any sort of military operation, right? um but seeing that brought over to the Imperium and getting the coldest and the most or the one that lacks the most empathy as like possible shown on screen, it's actually pretty crazy because this dude Noble, man, this is a crazy dude. L Boogie saying everything is a recruiting test to the Imperium. I agree, right? Like it's always these games and theatrics and hey, do this or you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's just um shows of brutal force, shows of power, shows of control, right? Where you're just gonna make people do these heinous things, but then also it doesn't really matter at the end of the day whether or not they're really successful. Like, does anybody here think? Because look, I keep saying that it recontextualizes is the start of in a film, but let me explain why. Excuse me. Um when you first meet Noble on Velt in the PG-13 cuts, like yeah, you get a sense of she obviously shouldn't trust this guy, but at the same time, with him hugging him like that, you feel like this, like it's kind of weird, almost like a Colonel Hans Landa kind of vibe at the start of Inglorious Bastards, right? But in this version, right, like you already know what this dude is about before he gets there, right? So then not only does that make that whole scene feel different, but it also makes Gunner's choice to not trust Kora and Sindri, it makes that so much crazier as well. Because I don't think there's a soul that would have trusted that they were just gonna, oh yeah, we're just gonna buy your surplus and pay you at triple the market rate. Yeah, like nobody was buying that, right? But in the other version, it's kind of like, well, were they gonna pay him? Were they gonna just, hook him up, right? But nah, when you see the opening, now just like Kora knows, that ain't no way that they about to come up there and start trying to help y'all, bro, or just pay y'all at triple the market rate and then just move on, right? W. Mir says, Noble better hope Aris didn't find out about what happened to his mother and sisters. Aris would have gone, but oh yeah. Nah, he wasn't, bro. He wasn't fucking with Noble at all. No. Not at all, bro. Like, Aris. Right. Just a feeling. Yeah, no. Just curious to see how Rebel Moon will link with Army of the Dead. Yeah, I am too. I still think it's through that little alien creature, the one that was like controlling that dude. That would make the most sense to me. But I can't wait to see how it actually plays out, though. Yeah, just that body count of Noble. Yeah, man. Look, because this dude is so wild, right? Because he technically didn't even lie to King Heron either, because when he said, don't kill me, or something to that effect, he was like, yeah, I didn't come to kill you. He's like, I came to make sure that your bloodline, keeps going. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, damn, dude, he technically didn't lie because he didn't kill him. I'm like, and he did make sure his bloodline was going to keep going, right? So, yeah. But then after that, their whole family, right? And then he go, oh man, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy, bro. My body count is crazy, fam. He said the Imperium are a bunch of cheap bastards. Ain't no way that they're willing to pay for that. Yeah, bro. So it makes the Gunner decision so much worse. It's like, oh my god, bro, you couldn't hold it down. That body count is mad, fam. Yeah, what's going on, Osa Fresh? I ain't even realize that was you. Yeah, right. And much love to Brogu, right? But yeah, I just wanted to kind of talk about that a bit because I do think that is like one of the few things that was like really, really different and really, really stood out to me. as well as this, right? Kora's history lesson / arc. Man, I feel like Kora, you got so much more in her backstory, and you really get a much better, and it's funny because when Carrie Elways got cast as the king, right? And when we saw him in part one and he barely spoke or he didn't really have much in those films, I was like, man, I bet you this dude gonna have a way bigger part in the director's cuts. Because I'm like, you don't hire a guy like that if you're barely gonna use him. Like you just don't do it, right? Not in that kind of role. And so not only like in the history lesson, you kind of get a much better sense of who he was, right? And how he kind of operated. But yeah, it's just so much more about Kora and her loving that painting, and we actually get to see the younger teenage Kora, right? That we didn't even get to see in the other version. So we actually got like a whole nother time period with Kora, right? And we get to see her with this dope painting, just kind of being enamored by it, right? And yeah, it's just like having this extra context, I think is very important. And I think it helps with her arc tremendously. Also, even her in the beginning with her love scene with Den, uh, you can see how almost like by the numbers and robotic and almost like she's just going through it, right, just to do it. And we're gonna get into the other one in the next discussion, but it's all part of her like not really wanting to commit to that community still, right? And her not really wanting to be kind of like tied to that group in some big way, because she still feels like this outsider. I mean, obviously, so she's on the run from the Imperium, right? And she's just been raised to be this machine almost, or this weapon. And it just you you can see that translating over into who she is when we find her, right? So I really think that like that this stuff brings such a different dynamic to this film and to these characters. Kora being one of the main ones. Kora had a lot more, because even just these scenes in and of themselves are so powerful, right? You really get a sense of like who she is, and why she's this way now, right? We really got a whole other shot of like a whole different age Cora. That was something that I was not really expecting. Says yeah, he didn't care about the grain, right? Then he says, I thought Princess Issa's storyline was much better and clearer in the director's cuts. Yeah. I mean, which we already knew that it would be, right? But it's like everything in it is a whole lot clearer. It says is that mural has a story in itself. Absolutely. Right? Because those people was giants, the Kali. Like, what happened? What happened? W. Mir says, I think the scene of Noble playing around with Heron's brains more than being sadistic is meant to symbolize the Imperium's main power to play around and manipulate the minds of their enemies, i.e., how the scribes mentally manipulate the Kali. It's all about manipulation of the mind. Man, that's cold, bro. I actually forgot to mention that. That scene where he's like telling this woman what her memory, what her husband's memories are of her, and their man. The fact that Zach cooked this movie up, yo. One of the things that really stood out to me when I was showing people the trailer to this thing was people kept asking me, was this based on it? Like, was this based on anything? And I see why they were asking that, right? Because all this stuff looks crazy. Like, this does not look like one person could have just sat back and been cooking all this stuff up, right? Which obviously is Zach was helped with writers and stuff like that, and all obviously. But man, we all know where the bulk of this stuff came from. This is crazy. Sinavik says the augmentation allows Noble to read other people's memories, splicing machine and human. Yeah, I think that Noble is definitely representative of like the merging of man and machine. Because at several points, right, you have that shit, which in and of itself is crazy, right? And then you have him kind of hooking up to that thing and smoking out of it, right through his chest. You have, him obviously, and what happens at the end of the movie, and him getting like plugged into the thing later. It's like there are lots of things pointing to this guy being man and machine. W. Mir says, but Sky, it's just a Star Wars ripoff. Bro, they wish, bro. They wish this shit was a Star Wars ripoff, bro. He said, it's an old world story for sure. And yes, they did say Neuralink. He said, hand me the Neuralink. Or whatever he said, something like that. Yeah. Right. What y'all think that Zach was trying to tell us though with this history lesson? Yo, they uniforms was crazy in this movie too, man. The production value, the sets were crazy, the designs were crazy, wardrobe was crazy. It's like, yo, it's just like BVS is like, yo, y'all remember how in BVS, you could almost just pause that movie at any moment, and it's just almost like a painting, right? Crazy. Does this not look like this could be a painting? Uh, don't get the Musk Neuralink. Hey, I don't know. I just know that they said Neuralink. Yeah. Right. Said definitely old world. What's going on, Qatar? Yeah. Right. Right. Yeah. It's Sin Havoc in there talking that talk. W. Mirror said costume design rivals Dune. There, I said it. Man, look, there is nothing, bro, and I mean this. See, I think that, people, they think I'm just being biased when I say so. And look, am I biased? Of course. I'm not about to sit here and be like, I don't fucking love Zack Snyder films, right? Like, we're not about to do that. So of course I'm biased. But at the same time, I will say this. I have had the opportunity to see these movies on the big screen. So um they can't pull that shit on me, bro. Like, there is nothing that Dune does that just like flat out up and down just looks better or is just like clearing something in this movie. It's just not the case, bro. Right? It's just not the case, bro. Paolo says, if one pauses any Zack Snyder film, it looks like a painting. Yo, but y'all know BBS was something different though. I think that was the first one that I really noticed it. I was like, bro, every frame of this movie is like a painting. Like, it was crazy. That was the first one that I really noticed that was like hitting different. You know what I mean? But nah, Kora's history lesson and her arc, I think this are so much more prominent in this version. I think it is one of the main reasons why this film felt so different. As I was saying before, there are a few things that really just stood out to me in a big way, and I really wanted to kind of kind of touch on a few of them. So let's do this though. Right? Yeah. And the last topic that I wanted to bring up was Jimmy's journey and the Scribes, yo. Um we really get to spend a lot more time with Jimmy in this version. and why, while in the PG-13 versions, you see him obviously kind of being taken advantage of, and then he makes that choice to kind of save Sam, right? He runs off, and I don't even think we see him again until the very end of the film. But in this version, no, you get so much more of this character that we love named Jimmy, right? So you really get to see this guy. I say guy. You see him doing stuff like starting to kind of watch over Aris and Sam, helping them out a bit, right? Fixing the ship, which was also something different from those other versions, was that they actually find the ship and fix it in part one, but in part, and they have to like dig it out later. But it just goes to show that these films are totally different. But yeah, we get so much more of Jimmy, and he's doing a lot of narration, and I love it, yo. Anthony Hopkins, and how he just was able to bring us into the mind and heart of this droid. I mean, I won't ever be able to understand it, but he did it in such a way that only Anthony Hopkins could do it. Right? Paolo says people can debate Zach's directorial abilities, but his cinematography skills are undebatable. 100% facts, right? Right. Hey, and Sin Havoc, still when you're talking that talk, I love it, bro. Right? He says, I'll just say this. What Rebel Moon gets right more than Dune? Better main protagonist. Paul just felt boring to me. Better things for villains to do. The bad guys in Dune Part 2 were on the incompetent side. Mm. Yep. Hey, you're absolutely right about King Levitica, bro. When I first saw that, I was like, dude, Zach is cooking, bro. The W Mirror says, I see why Anthony Hopkins said yes to this script. Who writes like this? Poetry, right? The bounty hunters. Yeah, bro. Nah. We get so much more of Jimmy in this version, and it just adds to the depth. It's great to be able to see how he's kind of evolving, right? Because even that Firefly scene, when you look at it in a certain way, like when he first gets there, his eyes are all red, which can be kind of associated with him being bad. And then he looks into the Firefly, and then it turns blue. And then all the fireflies around him start turning from red to blue. And, it's, man, all while being narrated by Anthony Hopkins. It was just so dope, man. And it's something else that I really wanted to bring up. And not only just Jimmy, but the Scribes, yo, bruh. Is this not physically like? Is this not an imposing picture right here? He said Jimmy is going native. It's like Last of the Mohicans. Yep. Said, look at the way that portal opens. Oh, you talking about when it Scribes go press that button, huh? Yeah, but nah, the Scribes, yo. These things, like, I knew that they were gonna play a bigger part in the director's cuts, but just seeing how they operate and hearing that chant just sounds so ominous, man. Like, their design is great. And I want to know more. I want and need to know more. I feel like we need some kind of spin-off, bro. We need a comic book series. We need a TV show. We need more Scribes, bro. That Jimmy looks like a pagan warrior. Oh, for sure. Just I like how you can't even see their eye. Yeah. And it got three eyes. Third eye, right? He said Scribes could be on a black metal album cover, visually stunning. Yeah. Said the chant. That's esoterics and play. Yeah, look, that chant, bro. Spooky stuff, bro. Nah, I was really, really digging them, and I want to know some stuff. Like, I want to know what was gonna happen if they finished putting this picture together. Right? Because in my opinion, I think that this picture has been getting put together. Hold on, let me move this. I think that this picture has been getting put to, or this portrait has been getting put together since Issa died, because it's only been like what, like a couple years. Oh yeah, 4 years, right? It's been 4 years. And just think about this: if each one of those teeth are from a king, from which they seem to be, that would seem about right. I mean, am I tripping? It really seems to me like they will be able to get that done in 4 years. If each of those represents one planet. He said a teeth collector mapping out the universe. Looks like a flower, reminiscing the flower of life. Look, crazy, bro. Yo, that does almost look like the flower of life. That's crazy. Hold on one second, y'all. It says the mother world rules the whole realm. So judging by that mosaic, it seems it looks to be 200 to 500 different planets. Yeah, yo, and they just going around planet to planet collecting teeth. One tooth per planet. That's crazy, bro. They just go around beating teeth out of people. It's wild, man. That's wild business, yo. And look, here's the scribes, like we was talking about. You know what I'm saying? Activating that portal. And the way that portal opened up, it did kind of remind me of something. You know, I ain't gonna go into all that, but man, where is these director's cuts going, bro? I kind of noticed that um in part one, you know what I'm saying? When that portal opened up, man, yo, once again, just recontextualizing this everything, because when you see that happen now you thinking about that. You know what I mean? Like, yo, every time that they do that, it's crazy, bro. He said Imperium monitoring dental hygiene for the dentist guild, right? Yeah. Tooth Fairy would be hella jealous. To organic and non-organic matter. Stern, Anunnaki. All right, 224 is here. Buckle up. Giants. Yo, like, and a lot of this is coming through the scribes, yo. This is why I need that spinoff, right? It says scribes keep memories, teether, fabled to hold memories. We see Noble pulling a memory while holding the tooth. Man, all this stuff is crazy. It says Kali is a name for a Hindu goddess, right? And we see her shedding a tear afterwards. You know what I'm saying? This is crazy, man. Look, y'all put y'all last questions and comments down at the bottom. We are about to start wrapping up. I will be back tomorrow with chapter 2. So we will be keeping these conversations going. Right? But man, he shouts out to the scribes. He shouts out to Jimmy. He shouts out to Kora. You know what I mean? And Noble, Aris, everybody else in this movie, and everybody that just made these director's cuts. So fire, man. Says Kali is the goddess of destruction. Right. Appreciate that. Bad Dan. Yep, a cosmic teardrop. Had that, right? Bro, the galaxy, the universe was in those tears, bro. The universe was in those tears, bro. So the pyramids map out the old world like coordinates. Yeah. And that's why you can see them. That's why you can see that stuff from space, bro. Right? Kali, the great destroyer. Yeah, nah, I appreciate y'all pulling up. You know what I mean? But yeah, this has been a great discussion though, y'all. And I will definitely be back tomorrow with Rebel Moon chapter 2, Curse of Forgiveness. You know, we're gonna be talking about stuff that really separated that version from the version prior, and I'll just kind of be doing the same thing. And then we'll be back with the Zack Snyder hour on Thursday. You dig? That one might even be coming in a little earlier because Thursday night I'm gonna be a bit busy because Friday I got a big day. You know what I'm saying? So we will definitely be getting these streams in before Friday. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah. Shouts out to Qatar. Yeah, so he's right. The pyramids at Giza line up exactly with Orion's belt. That's why, Mama Bear, the galaxy is on Orion's belt. Shout out to Men in Black. You know what I mean? But man, yo, this has been dope. And I can't wait to continue to bring these conversations to you guys. I can't wait to do the meetup again next year. I'm already trying to think of ways that we can make it like bigger and better. Past just having the homies Necron and Josh here at least, because if they're gonna be here, I'm gonna screenshot that comment that Necron put in here earlier, talking about him and Josh got to bring that Texas flavor. You know what I mean? He gonna pull up to California with a truck full of Whataburger. Oh man, if you know, you know, man. We was going at it the other day. We was going at it. You know what I mean? He gonna pull up with a truck full of Whataburger. Man, but this is dope. Yo. Says Orion star system, right? For sure. It said those old world structures go on a straight line around the world, right? Almost like the Great Circle. Indiana Jones in the Great Circle. Which I don't know. I might have to do an Xbox stream too, man, because Microsoft tripping right now. Hopefully I will be here next year too. Depends on all good, bro. And that's why we want to make sure that we gave you guys a good heads up, right? Because yeah. Yeah, so it's probably gonna be the 23rd and 24th next year. Facts. So just letting y'all know now. Probably gonna be the 23rd and 24th next year. Well, there you have it. All right. Yeah. Yeah. This is the pyramids also help the Black Knight satellite. Right? This is ancients knew more than we ever will, bro. I think that they just reset the matrix and it was all right, let's just start over. You know what I'm saying? Said knowledge is power and learning is fundamental. Hey, reading is fundamental too, bro. For sure. Man. What's going on, Anatoly? Much love, yo. We are about to dip on out of here. Yeah. Like I was saying, though, we'll be back tomorrow with chapter 2, Curse of Forgiveness. And we got a Zack Snyder hour coming on Thursday, a bit earlier than what y'all probably used to. But we got to get that done. So, and we want to do that for Fan Rant Thursday. You know what I'm saying? For sure. Bad Dan says sell all the way. Things are looking better for Ezra being part of it now. Hey, and shouts out to Bad Dan's thoughts for holding it down the entire time and for being vindicated. Shout out to Bad Dan. Vindicated for sure. My man's is vindicated. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, look, I can't wait to keep bringing these conversations to you guys. Like I said, Rebel Moon Chapter 2 tomorrow. Zack Snyder hour on Thursday early. Man, much love, y'all. And wait, what's going on, MD? We are about to close out, though. He said, made it. Hey, right at the end. You know what I'm saying? Right at the end. Says, thanks, Sky. I stand by my principles no matter how difficult it is. Oh, no, that's facts. Says Bad Dan, a bigger dude than I thought. Bro, me too. I am on front, right? So when I first walked up and I saw him, I was like, man, what the hell? I was like, bro. And I think I told him, I was like, bro, you taller than I thought you was, bro. I was like, yo, nah, that was crazy. But yeah, man, shouts out to Bad Dan. Bad Dan pulled up, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah. He said thanks. And then he said pause. All right. This is a last episode of the Seneschal podcast is next week. This past one is crazy. Bro, I gotta finish that, man. I had listened to episodes 1, 2, and 3. I definitely got to catch. Was it 4 and 5? But man, I'm all in, bro. I've just been super busy, man, and yeah, I'm gonna get caught up tomorrow, though. Right? Mama Bear says, yeah. Judging from that picture, if I hit a meetup, I'll need to bring lollipops represent my kid. Yo, it's all good. Hey, that'd be dope to have Mama Bear, though. Right? And have her be at the meetup along with the rest of the Syndicate Network and his call. You know what I'm saying? Let's do this. But yeah, I will have to catch y'all next time, though. I will be back tomorrow. You dig? With more Rebel Moon coverage. And we got some more conversations even coming after that about this. Some more breakdowns. And I'm going to be looking to have some dope conversations. So can't wait to get into that. And I'm going to get at y'all next time, yo. Y'all have a good one. Peace.
Thank you for joining the Syndicate Network and your host, Skywalker the Jedi. Skywalker the Jedi.